Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this video is finding you. Welcome to Barely Grace. My name is Grace, and I started this YouTube channel along with a Facebook group by the same name to promote self-care. I do focus my videos primarily around skincare, hair care, and makeup, but I may from time to time talk about other things as well and how they relate back to self-care. So if that sounds like something that would interest you and you haven't already, I encourage you to like and subscribe. You can also visit us on Facebook. We do have a lot of fun there in our group, and we'd love to have you. So yeah, welcome. I am currently still drinking coffee. This is my Have a Magical Day. You've seen this numerous times. Extra special bonus points to someone who can tell me in the comments who got me that cup, because I've said it a million times. But yeah, I thought today I would do a makeup look. That's why I have a headband on. And I thought that I would use. Well, let's get it together, Grace. I thought we would use the Beauty Killer 2 and the Ice Crusher palettes. I have worn this one time. In this, I wore these together when I went to the Trans Day of Visibility. But I didn't film the makeup look. I really wasn't feeling well that day. So I thought I would do another makeup look. I did swatch these. I did swatch both of these in a video. So you can go to my playlist. There's a link in the description to my playlists. And I do have a Jeffree Star playlist. I have tons of playlists. But I do have a Jeffree Star one. So you can definitely go and check that out. I did my normal skincare this morning, which wasn't necessarily that long ago. My rosacea isn't terrible today, so rather than do like a color corrector, I'm probably just going to do a little bit of just like regular concealer, powder foundation, and things like that. I did bring a makeup wipe, yay for me. I also brought my color switcher, yay, so I don't have to be like, oh, I can't find it, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I have my color switcher. So we'll set that over here near my brushes. So we'll just do a makeup look and talk as we go along. I'm going to go in with this primer. This is the Pumpkin and Silk Luminous Pre-Makeup Base. This is from Seraphine Botanicals. I have really been enjoying this primer. It is newer, but I have used it a couple of times. I do really like it. We all know that my very favorite primer is from Seraphine Botanicals, but I do like this little pumpkin one as well. It has a wonderful smell. It has a wonderful scent to it. It smells like actual pumpkin. So not like pumpkin spice, but like pumpkin. It has a beautiful, beautiful scent. We'll just go in with this. What I like about these primers is they are very luminous and they're very tacky, so that makeup sticks to them. They're not really very blurring, or I mean, that's not really something that I care too much about, so I've never really paid much attention. I don't think they're very blurring though when I look at them. But that's okay, because that's not necessarily what I want out of a primer. If you do want a more like a blurring type primer, the e.l.f. Putty Primer is a very good one for that. The Poreless Putty Primer. e.l.f. actually has several of the putty primers, and they're all really good, as you can see. I have dipped into this quite a bit, but I do like this. I do like this primer. So if I don't necessarily want like a glowy, luminous look, this is usually the primer that I go for. But in most cases, I want like a dewy, luminous look. I tried to decide which headband that I wanted today, because this one is the one that kind of sits over here. And then I also grabbed one that is like, it's just the cat ear part and it's rhinestone. But then I was like, I want something that's kind of more springy. Which, I mean, the one with the little blue and green flowers, that is kind of springy. But then I just went with this. I almost did, I have some like bunny ears. They're like glitter bunny ears. I almost did those. But I was like, no, let me go in with some cat ears. I'm looking for my eye primer, and here it is. This is my M2U NYC eye primer. Don't come at me about my nails. We all know that I don't care as much about nails as I do other things. So they are extremely chipped. It's like glitter paint that's on there. And they're very, very chipped. I probably need to like take this off. And I really like that blue color. Like, it's what's on my toenails right now, and it's beautiful. So I may do my nails with that because I do really like it. So I'm just going to lay down this eye primer. I like to do face primer first, and then like while that's kind of drying, I do my eye primer. And then, of course, while that's drying, I'm going to be doing like the rest of my face. That way, by the time I get around to my eyes, the eye primer is nice and dried and set and all that. I don't know. I don't really. It is Friday morning, and this video is going to go up on Friday. I don't really have a lot going on. I do have to work tomorrow and Saturday. I'm working today. I'm working today on Friday. I have to work tomorrow and Saturday. And let's see. I don't know when, like, I don't know what plans my husband has. Like, I don't know when their D&D is this week. I don't know if it's tonight or if it's Saturday night. I do know that Cash works like a double Saturday and Sunday, but they are off tonight. They've been working like all week. They're so short-handed, which I guess a lot of places are. They work at Subway, and I guess, lots of places are short-handed right now. So they've really been like, they work at 3 different locations. And like sometimes they'll show up at one location and they're like, oh, you need to go to so and so because somebody didn't show up. So yeah, there's a lot of that. And then my youngest doesn't really have anything going on this weekend. My middle, here it is. My middle has practice like after school today. Oh, and then I think they have like a meet tomorrow morning. So they've got to be back at the school. So yeah, I mean, there's a little bit going on this weekend, but not a lot. Not a lot for me, at least. I plan on like cleaning house and doing laundry and maybe doing a couple things around the house. Alright, so my eyes are set. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer, just in a couple areas. This is my Jeffree Star Magic Concealer in C4.5. C4.5. Oh yeah, it doesn't say anything. It just says C4.5 concealer. So the Jeffree formula is very, like a little bit goes a long way. So it's not like there needs to be a lot. So I just put it in a couple areas that like I like to highlight. And then I take my concealer brush. I don't know what this is. This is Bogashi, I guess. I don't know. I really like this brush. I like it to like blend out things like concealer. As you just saw a moment ago, I use it to like blend out my eye primer. So yeah, I do like it. My goal with concealer generally is not necessarily to cover anything, but to brighten and lift. The Jeffree concealers are more of a full coverage type concealer. I really like the color correcting concealers that I've tried from Jeffree. I have the green, and then I also have yellow. So I do really like those. Jeffree has a launch today, Friday, April 8th, of the eye gloss powders and the new mascara. I don't think that I will be getting anything today. I do not plan on getting anything. I may at some point like pick up the mascara because that is kind of interesting to me. But I don't know about those eye glosses, you guys. I mean, I think it's a great product. But just for me, I think, I don't know. I think that the concealers, I mean I'm putting on concealer. I think that the highlighters do the job on the eye that the eye gloss powders would do. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be totally off base and they could be amazing. But for now, I'm not going to go that route. What I am going to do right now is put on my powder foundation. So first I'm going to put it in these areas that I did concealer just to kind of help set that down. And then I'll go in the rest of my face. I do have a couple of orders for things on the way. Like I have an order from Ulta that's on the way. That one should be in soon. I have an order from a company called Look Human that does like novelty prints of like totes and coffee mugs and stickers and like all kinds of stuff. If you've never looked at their stuff, you should definitely go and take a look at it. It's called Look Human, and it's really cool. And then I have an order from Hilera. It's like a dress that has like these little shorts built into it and like a bra built into it. I'm super excited about the dress from Hilera. I don't know when that's supposed to come in, but I've got that on the way. And then what else do I have? I have a Shein order that's on the way. If you can't tell, I must have been in a mood and ordered a bunch of stuff last week before last. I mean, I didn't do all these orders on like the same day. I did them differently. None of them have came in yet. Maybe I'll get something today so that I can film some videos for this weekend. That would be nice. If I got a surprise delivery today. Somebody said that Jeffree was doing a buy one, get one free on the eyeshadow palettes, but I went to the website because I was going to tell you guys. I went to the website and I didn't see anything on there. So I don't know. Maybe that's something that's coming. What bronzer do I want to use today? I know I'm going to use my Hip Dot blush. I know I'm going to use my Ice Crusher palette for highlight, but then I may also want something else for like a highlight in other areas that's like not as blinding. But I didn't really think ahead of time on what bronzer I wanted. So I may just, I'll just go in with my Pacifica. This is a duo. It's a blush and bronzer duo. I love this bronzer. As you can tell, this is Desert Sunset Matte Blush and Bronzer. So Sunset Matte and Desert Matte. I think Sunset Matte is the blush, and Desert Matte is the bronzer. So that's what I'm going to go in. I did just get another duo from Pacifica that I really like. I've had a chance to use this once or twice. And this is in Glimmer Shimmer. This is in Glimmer Shimmer. This is the highlight is Glitter Shimmer, and the blush is Fire Lit. So I'm not going to use that today, but I do like that. I do have it. Okay, so we're going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. It's supposed to be like kind of cool and chilly today. I think the high is only like 50. I woke up to a frost warning, and I wish it would stop doing that, because like I've already bought one tomato plant, and like I've been keeping it in the garage, and I don't want to like plant it and put it out there in my garden until like the threat of frost is over, because I don't want the plant to like die before it even has a chance to give me some tomatoes. And then I have like a ton of other things that I want to plant. Like I saw this thing where you can like take a blueberry and propagate, like you can squeeze it and plant it and like put a like a bottle or something over it for like humidity, and like sit it in your kitchen window, and then once it sprouts you can move it, and then you've got a blueberry bush. So I want to do that because I do love blueberries. I put them in my smoothies, and then I like to eat them, and I like to bake with them, and I really like blueberries, so I can totally do that. But yeah, if it keeps pushing back when I'm gonna do it, because all these frost warnings. Oh my goodness, where's my nose contour brush? There it is. I like to contour with this end of the brush. And I think I've said this before, but it like this is the hardest brush for me to find, because like if it's like this and I'm looking for this end, I can't find it. If it's like this and I want this end, like I can't find it. I have to like I'll pick up like 5 or 6 brushes and like, oh, that's not it. That's not it. That's not the one I'm looking for. But yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my Hip Dot blush. This is in the color Solstice. It's a beautiful color, like a peachy coral kind of color. Beautiful for spring. Beautiful for spring. And I do want like a springy kind of vibe. Very cute. Very cute blush. I used to have a Hip Dot highlighter that I loved, and I used it all. I still have it. Like, I still have the like the little component, and like it's square, but like around the edges there's still like a little bit of highlighter. But yeah, I do like that. So I think those 2 products are the only things I've ever tried from Hip Dot. So yeah, love that. I'm going to go in with my Pacifica Mineral Highlighter. This is in the color Ice Baby. Don't come at me, I still haven't fixed that. But yeah, I'm going to use this for a little bit of highlight. And then I'll go in with that Ice Crusher palette, like, on this area. I have been watching Vampire Diaries. I'm up to season 6. And I don't think I'm going to watch like the originals when I'm done with it. I don't know. I definitely want to watch it, but I'll probably like come back to it. And then I think there's also one called Legends. Someone was telling me about something called Legends. So yeah, I think eventually I'll watch both of those. But like, I need to watch Bridgerton, season 2. I need to watch that. And then something else just came out that I watched, and I can't remember what it was. And then there's like a couple of, oh, I want to watch the new, there's like a Barack Obama documentary about um, like national parks. I want to watch that. Some movie, I don't know. We're also watching Moon Knight. It's a Marvel show on Disney Plus. I'm really, I love Marvel. But Moon Knight is not a comic that I ever read. I never really read that. My husband also did not read, but said that he had like a card, like a collector card that was Moon Knight. And so he had actually heard of Moon Knight. I had not until they came out and started talking about the show. It's okay. There's been 2 episodes. Yeah, there's only been 2 episodes. It has Ethan Hawke in it. He's not the main person, but he's in it. Oh, this is my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. What's this called? e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I don't know what color this is. We'll go with brown. This is like my second favorite brow product ever. Oh, I tried a new, I don't have it on me. Oh, I mean, of course, because I had it yesterday. And it's not Red Bull time yet today. But there's a new Red Bull flavor in the summer edition. There's actually 2 new flavors, but when my husband was at the store yesterday, they only had the one. And it is called, I don't think it has a fun name. It's strawberry apricot. It's like in a coral colored can. And it's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's all right. It tastes like a pink Starburst. That's what it tastes like. The other new summer flavor that they did not have when my husband was at the store that I really want to try is called Beach Breeze. And it says that it is a tropical, like a tropical, like tropical fruits with a, like a coconut after, like undertone kind of thing. Like coconut hits you at the end. I don't know. Anyway, they said it's kind of like a pina colada. When I say they, I mean the website. The website said that it's like a pina colada. So I really want to try that because Tropical, the yellow one, Tropical, is my favorite Red Bull. And coconut is on my list. Coconut is probably, I don't know, top 4 Red Bulls flavors. So yeah, I really want to try that. Beach Breeze is what it's called. I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlight on the face here. And I've used Snow Job. I like it. That's probably my favorite color in the highlighter in this palette. But I think for today I want to try something different just so I can see it. So I don't know which one of these. I think I'll go with Ice Pick Headache because I'm going to use Pluto on my eye, and I may also use Avalanche like in my inner corner. And I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm doing. So, but I think I'm going to do Ice Pick Headache. A little bit of that on my face. See, look at that. That is blinding. That's how Jeffrey's highlighters are, but this one's really pretty. The Skin Frost, which is what this formula is, is the least blinding of the highlighters. The Supreme Frosts are even more so than this. And then the Extreme Frost is like full on, like, shine and glitter on your face. So, just to kind of give you a heads up on what the different formulas are like. Look, that is, like I said, blinding. That is blinding. It's absolutely blinding. And it picks up light wonderfully, beautifully. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started on the eyes. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. First, I'm going to go in with this. Respect is the name of that color. And let me clean off this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes of recent. This is Glamour Dolls. Glamour Dolls. There we go. Glamour Dolls. And I don't think it has a name. No, I don't see it. No name or number. Just Glamour Dolls. But it makes for a really great, like, blender. And then, like, for this, it's going to be... Let me set that to the side. For that Respect, I think I'm going to just go all over with this little guy. This is the... Oh, Bow Gatches Illuminator. So this that's the same as that blender that I was talking about, right? Yeah. So these are the same company. I love both of these brushes, so it makes sense that they are the same company. I do have a lot of brushes. This is my little brushes thing that I bring in here is not even close to all of the brushes that I have. I have so many brushes. But I like that. I like to have a lot of brushes. I like to have a lot of options. Of course, I have my favorites, but and that's kind of what's in this, and that's kind of what I usually bring in here to do my makeup with, or like my favorites of like each thing. So my favorite powder brush, my favorite eyeshadow brushes, my favorite bronzer brush, my favorite blush brushes, like all those, like my top favorites are in here. And then I have tons of backups. Alright, so that was fine. I set that down. I will make note, like, there's a little bit of kickback in the pan. Some people don't like that. I don't mind it. Especially with, like, the more, like, artistry palettes, which is what this is. Yeah, I definitely don't mind. I think I'm going to go in with, like, a darker color and then, like, maybe blend it out with something different. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to pick up this Glamour Dolls brush and I'm going to go in with Death Row, which is this like purpley kind of color. Normally I would start with a lighter color and like build it up. But I think what I want to do is lay down the darker ones first and then like blend them out with a lighter color. So I think I want to put this down first and then like blend it out like maybe with that purple highlighter or something. So I'm just going to concentrate at first in this little outer corner. And then we'll see what we want to do. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on this Beauty Killer 2 palette. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people don't get the color story. Like, I totally understand. Like, to me, it looks like a very spring palette. But some people are like, I don't know what looks I could do with that. I enjoy it. I do like it. Especially, like, if you use the Ice Crusher as a, like, a companion. Because, again, Jeffree's highlighters and Jeffree's lip products as well are eye safe. So, they can be used on the eye or anywhere on the face. If you wanted to use one as like a blush topper or a bronzer, if you want to use a highlight as a bronzer, that's something that's totally doable as well. Um, I need to do some shopping at some point to like pick up a couple extra things and then like the actual like basket or box. Oh, I just totally twisted that around. For the 2 gifts that I'm doing for a couple of winners on my Barely Grace group. Like, I did a 200 member giveaway. And I'm still working on those gift baskets. One of them I have to mail, so it's technically not going to be a basket. But then the other one I will be delivering, so that's going to be a basket. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with this Affixia Frost in the same area and then drag it through the crease. I really don't know, like, I don't know what I'm doing with this look. We're on the journey together. Hmm. Let me wipe this down. Let me attempt to use the mirror in the highlighter palette. The day I got I don't know if it was the day I got the palette. It may have been like a day or 2 later. I can just pull the plastic off. I didn't realize I hadn't pulled the plastic off yet. But I think it was the day or the day of or the day after I got my palettes. My cats knocked them off of my dresser, which technically it was my fault because I should have put them up. But I didn't. I didn't put them up. I just set them on top of like the little, it's like an end table, I guess, but it's where I keep my all my Jeffree stuff. I'm just going back and forth between Death Row and the Asphyxia Frost to kind of build it up how I want it. So I'm tapping into both. So I tap into Death Row first, and then I tap into the Asphyxia. Anyway, so my cats. It was like a. What was I saying? Oh, it's a side table. Oh my goodness, the word just escaped me. It's a side table that I keep all of my Jeffree products in, like all my makeup palettes, my lip products, and all that kind of stuff. So that is where I had both the palette and the highlighter sitting because I had used them, like I said, to do a look for the Trans Day of Visibility. And then I forgot to put them up. And then I noticed that they were in the floor. I think it was either that night or the next morning is when I noticed they were in the floor. So, again, my fault. My cats like to get on that side table. Oh my God, why can I not think of the word side table? My cats like to get on the side table to look outside. Because I have a window right there as well. And that's what they had done. They had gotten up there and knocked it off. That's kind of pretty. I do like that. It's very, like I said, a very sheeny, purpley kind of look. I think I want to do like pink under here. Like I want to use this pink and do pink under here. And then here towards the end, I want to use like a sparkly purple. So that's what I'm going to do now, is start building up that. I don't know which one of these I want to use. We'll do the Jeffrey. This is the Morphe X Jeffree Star. This is the JS12. JS12. So I'm going to go in with the pink, which is Blow Up Doll. I'm going to go in with that pink. And start working on the lower lash line. I don't know what's influencing me more, my hair or my headband. Probably the headband. I need to make some more coffee. Again, bonus points to whoever can tell me who got me that coffee cup. $10 points for Gryffindor. If you can tell me who got my coffee cup. Or whoever your house is. That's another one. Tell me in the comments what house you are. And what house you think I am. If you've watched enough of my videos, you know my personality. I know what I am, but I'm not going to give it away. I kind of like that. And then I think I'm going to go in with this Indica Bling. That's like a shimmery purpley color. Just right here on the lower lash line. Maybe just the slightest hint of the outer V. I don't want to do too much, but I do want to like deepen the purpley sparkle. I really like what happened when I mixed that Avalanche. Is that what it was called? Avalanche? Oh my Lord. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Asphyxia Frost. I really like what happened when I mixed that Asphyxia Frost with the Death Row. That turned out really pretty. I don't think this eye look is what I thought it would be, but I like what I'm doing better than what I had. Actually, I didn't really go into it with a plan, so I don't want to say it's different from what I originally thought, because I didn't really have a plan. That's generally how I do makeup. Occasionally, I'm like, this is the look I want. I know exactly what I want. But for the most part, I'm just like, let me play. Because makeup should be fun. It's definitely what it is for me. It's definitely fun. I think at one point I said that I was going to do like a 2-eye look. Today is not that day. Today is not that day. I could do like a cut crease to make it more, I don't know. I may do that. I think I will actually just put down a little bit of, and then get some concealer on like a packer brush and just like ever so gently do a little bit of a cut crease, because I want to put this green self-expression, I want to put that on the lid, but like I really want it to pop, like super pop. So I'm going to put a dot and a dot. Okay. And I'm just gonna ever so gently start like carving out that a little bit of a cut crease there. I don't want it to be like a super defined like a cut crease. I just want to lay down a little bit of something for that. A little bit of something that kind of takes off any of the purple that may have stuck, so that I can make a really pretty base for the self-expression. Yeah. So now I'm going to go in with Self-Expression, which is a beautiful color. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to get a little packer brush, like so. What is this? This is the Farrah Concealer Brush 10F. It's going to be a packer brush for me. Be Beautiful, Be You. And, okay. So I'm going to pick some of that up on my brush and start to go in. Now I'm going to go back later and like blend the purple into it. Right now I just want to get as much of that color on as I can. Try to make it as pigmented as it will. Because I really like that. It's pretty. I think it's picking up just a little bit more like yellow than it is in person. I think the camera is just adding a little bit of like yellowness to it, but it is a beautiful, beautiful color. It's pretty much the same exact color as my tank top. So I don't know if it's picking that up on camera, but that's pretty much what it is. The exact color of my tank top. It is beautiful. I love this palette. I think it's a beautiful, like I said, spring. I think it's a beautiful springy palette. Look how gorgeous that is. Super gorgeous. So I used Respect. I used Death Row. I used Indica Bling. I used Blow Up Doll. And I used Self-Expression. Now I'm going to go in with the Ice Crusher palette to do an inner corner and to kind of blend these two together. So I'm going to pick up that Asphyxia Frost and just ever so slightly hit the edge of where that purple meets the greeny yellow color. Okay, and now I'm going to blend through here. I'm going to blend all through the crease. Okay. And then I'm going to go in for the inner corner. I think I'm going to go in with Avalanche right here. So I'm going to do my inner corner. I'm going to do my mascara and a lip, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and here is the final look. I actually really like this. I like mixing the two palettes together. I didn't do that the last time when I did just this. And I actually like this eye look better than the first one that I did with this palette. I used a lot more colors in the first eye look. But I actually prefer this one. So again, out of this palette, I used Respect, Death Row, Indica Bling, Blow Up Doll, and Self-Expression. And then on the eyes, out of this palette, I used the Asphyxia Frost. And then the inner corner that I did is Avalanche. I used the Ice Pick Headache on my highlight areas here. For mascara, I went in with my Makeup Revolution Blowout Cannabis Mascara. High volume mascara with Cannabis Sativa. And then on my lips, I did Jeffree Star The Gloss in Wizard's Glass. This is a beautiful gloss. Absolutely love it. This was out of the Bloodlust. This is out of the Bloodlust palette. It's a beautiful kind of like duochrome, goldy, pinky, purple shift. So again, that's what it looks like close up. I absolutely adore this gloss. It's one of my favorites. I purchased this gloss when it launched because it was so beautiful. So yeah, that's it. That's the final look. I absolutely think it's beautiful. I love it. I adore it. What do you think? So yeah, I love the idea of using these two together. I did see someone do this Pluto on top of the Self-Expression, and it was gorgeous. So you could do that. You can do, I did Asphyxia Frost on top of the Death Row. So you could definitely do that. You could use the Ice Pick Headache on top of the Blow Up Doll on top of the pink one. I mean, really, you could do, if you wanted to do a more neutral look, it would be really pretty to do the Respect and Under Oath out of this palette, and then top it with the Plow Me, which is this bronzy color. So I think if you were going to pick up the eyeshadow palette, that you should also pick up the Ice Crusher palette, because I think these two make really great like companions. Because not only can you use this as a highlight palette or blush topper or whatever, you could also use it on your eyes. So yeah, I think they look really pretty together. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit longer, but my makeup videos normally are, just because I like to talk while I do my makeup. But I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you do something today that gives back to you, whatever that might look like, some form of self-care, because you're important and you deserve it.